Zombie U is a game that always intrigued me. It was made by a big studio, it was a Wii U exclusive, but flopped. And now it is on every single game store's Wii U section, normally going from $5 to $10 or $20. But why is this game in the bargain bin? Well, that's what we're going to find out today. Before I start reviewing this game, we should go over the history a bit. Zombie U started out as killer freaks from outer space, but we're pretty sure that the reason that they changed it was because zombies were a very big trend at the time, and they really wanted to capitalize on that and be the next Left 4 Dead or Resident Evil 5. So, with that history and Zombie U releasing on November 18th, 2012, let's find out why this game is on the bargain bin. I know I said that twice, but whatever. Zombie U prioritizes its campaign over the multiplayer, so I will do that too. Now, what do you do in Zombie U? What is the story? Those are the questions we are answering today. You start out on a bed in a subway station. You have no idea why you're there, but you were told that zombies are outside and you should be careful. You were given a cricket racket and you go through the subway station. The subway station is kind of like a tutorial. You kill a few zombies, and then you're introduced to melee combat that is simpler than Assassin's Creed to kill zombies. And at the end, you're given a gun with limited to no ammo. Like, you have no ammo for that gun. So you go around through Britain and Buckingham Palace, where you meet this guy who's working on making a cure to the zombies. But so you just go on a bunch of mindless fetch quests for him that are really just mindless. They are not fun, and I did not get through the campaign. I know. I wanted to too. Actually, I don't, because this game is awful, and I'll get to that. But I don't think anyone beat the campaign. Like, I think there's more people beating Dark Souls than this thing. Like, no one's beaten the campaign. But it's just a bunch of mindless fetch quests, and this game, you really don't have to go through the campaign. But the level design is kind of linear and open world. We'll get to that. Anyways, this guy's gonna make a cure, and he's in Buckingham Palace, and you're to kill zombies and find more about why the zombie apocalypse has happened. Really doesn't matter. Now, the problem is with going through Buckingham Palace and just London in general, which sounds really fun. I mean, most zombie games are just set in America, generic city, whatever. But the problem with this game, the major problem, is the level design. Now, the level design is the worst part of the game, by far. Now, there are two basic ways you can make a game's levels. You can make a linear experience, which is where you have one set path where you go down that one path. It's straightforward, and everyone has the exact same experience. Stuff like Uncharted, Call of Duty, and Doom Eternal. Now, there are also open world games where you can just go everywhere. There's no set path. You really don't have to follow the main story that much. Stuff like Sleeping Dogs, Skyrim, or Fallout. But Zombie U is really neither of these games. It's more like a maze where you can go in a set path, so there is a level of linearity, but because the world is never truly open and there's just a few branching paths, there's really no reason to go off the path. But you have no idea where you're supposed to go anyway, because the story's a train wreck full of fetch quests and stuff. And the biggest problem with this game, by far, is that I have already been here. Like, I can't tell you how many times I have gone over the same freaking hallway, thinking that I'm gonna make it further and somewhere I haven't seen, just to find out that it's the exact same thing. Now, this was a problem way back when 3D was just getting started, but not in 2012. This game was released in 2012, and that problem had been stopped long, long ago. But the Zombie U developers just thought it'd be fun just to make people suffer through the same uninteresting hallways. You'd think going through Buckingham Palace in Britain would be fun. No, it's the exact same thing. It all looks the same, and it may be a side effect because of the tiny level design. I mean, this game was released on the Wii U, but it had like specs to the Xbox 360. Why is this game so tiny? It's just rushed or something. But that is the problem. That is the biggest problem of why so many people hate this game and why it's in the bargain bin. There is a bright spot to this game and a reason to actually buy this game, even though it has the shovelware seal of approval. But we'll get to that later. It's because the multiplayer in Zombie U is the most innovative and fun multiplayer in a shooter to date. Seriously, it is the reason we do not see a Switch port. I mean, they would never make a Switch port because it wouldn't sell well, and everyone's just gonna be like, "That's Zombie U." Then people hate that game. But anyways, in the multiplayer, there are two modes: Killing Box and Capture the Flag. In the multiplayer, there are two players, and there's a zombie king and there's a zombie slayer. The zombie king is on the gamepad and can spawn zombies wherever he wants, but he's on a cooldown, and on the gamepad he has this big map, and it shows, and you can't get too close to the person, but you probably shouldn't spawn it too far away, or he just won't find it. And the zombie king is trying to either attack the guy and kill him in Killing Box, or there's Capture the Flag. And Capture the Flag is the best part. Now, I'm pretty sure you're familiar with Capture the Flag, the playground game, or if you've ever played around a Halo. But in Capture the Flag, it's so much fun. Just the zombies and you shooting the zombies and getting them out of your flag, or you're trying to take over flag. The zombie king just spawning some zombies near you and trying to kill you and take over that flag too. And then you can just try to take over theirs, but you have to shoot all the zombies. And it's really fun. And if you get bored of it on Zombie Slayer, just play on Zombie King or vice versa. It is a really fun multiplayer that really can't be played anywhere else. Like, other than the Wii U, there are no other consoles that you can play this on. Maybe, like, on PC with, like, online multiplayer, but really, this is the only way you can play it. Like, this is the only console that you can use to true multiplayer. And that is the reason to buy this game. You have a fun multiplayer experience where you can just taunt your friends and have so much fun. Now, the thing is, there's really only two maps, and I mean, not two maps, but there's really only two modes and a couple of maps. So this multiplayer can get old, but it is really fun. Now, in the multiplayer, it has a heavy emphasis on shooting the zombies, of course. But how is the shooting? Now, in the campaign, you get one gun. I mean, I'm pretty sure you get more, but I don't want to grind in Zombie U. But thankfully, all the guns are in the multiplayer. So, how is the shooting? It's okay, but it has a few flaws. First, you have to aim down sight to shoot guns, which is kind of weird. Shotguns are the best weapon by far. A single shot to the head or a few hits to the chest, and they are done. Now, pistols are pretty solid and can do a lot of damage. SMGs are not very good. You have to unload a whole clip just to kill a single zombie, and that's just terrible. Now, there is also a sniper rifle, which is okay. Headshots, of course, are like so OP in this game, but there's no aim assist, so it's really hard to make them. There is also a crossbow, which is just awful. It takes so many hits to the body to kill them. There is only one ammo, so you keep having to reload it. And shotgun is a one-hit kill, but just use the pistol or something else. It's terrible. Now, this whole time, you can shoot guns all you want, but you gotta shoot at it. Like, what do you shoot at? Of course, the name of the game, zombies. Now, there are two different types of zombie games. there are horror zombie games, stuff like Resident Evil 7 and Evil Within, which is some less zombie killing and less action and more scary moments and less shooty, I don't know, just exploding stuff. And they just want to be scary. And there's also another type, stuff like Left 4 Dead or the Zombie Army trilogy, where what you're just shooting zombies. That's the fun of it. It still can be horror themed, and it most of the time is, but you're not trying to be scared in these games. You're trying to just have a fun time shooting zombies. Now, Zombie U is neither. Zombie U tries its hardest. It tries its darndest to be a horror game, but it's not scary. It is horror themed, but there are no shocks. There's no jump scares. There's nothing to actually be scared from in Zombie. Sometimes the zombies like go up in your face and shake you or whatever, but it just makes you just sitting there and you're like, huh, just press LR to stop it. They barely even kill you. The zombies are so weak. I mean, that's the whole point of zombies, but like, it's so easy. The combat is so simple. The cricket racket is the easiest thing, and it's also the most powerful weapon in the game. You don't have to use the guns in the campaign, and you probably can't because there's almost no ammo and no aim assist. So if you really want to just keep it loading on the same zombie, I mean, be my guest. But the combat with the cricket racket is just hit, stand back, hit, stand back. Even on hard mode, it is the same thing, but just more. So, on the rare occasion where there's two zombies or a special zombie, sure, using the gun is okay, but, I mean, just use the cricket racket. Now, there are also items in the game. The items are, there's a Molotov cocktail, there's a flash grenade, there's normal grenade. And these are all right, but they're kind of rare to find. And the funniest part about this game, I know it's supposed to be scary, but it's pretty funny, is that the game likes to just taunt you. Like, it'll say, oh, open the door with the key card. And like, sure, I'll open the door. Key card required. And stuff like that. It's like, why tell me that? And almost every single body you loot, it says it has nothing. It has nothing. And when you do get something, which is very rare, it's only like 4 bullets or a Molotov, and I'm like, thanks, but when I throw the Molotov, I'm just gonna burn myself on it anyways, because it's super easy to do that. But I've gone off track. The zombies are super easy to kill, even on hard mode, and they're not scary. Now, there are 2 ways they could really just help make this game better. That besides from the level design, make it better with the zombies. The level design, just why? But they're never gonna fix that, and they're never gonna fix Zombie U because it's a Wii U game. It's 10-year anniversary. Zombie U. It's almost at its 10 years. It came out in 2012, 2022. In a few months, it will be Zombie U's 10-year birthday, and I'll celebrate by burning a copy of it. Probably not, but still. There are 2 ways you can actually make this game better, and Ubisoft should have, but they weren't rushed. They could have either made this game more scary, which would be a long process of making more jump scares, and probably making more scarier zombie models, and making the zombies harder. But you could also, and this is the thing that I think they should have done, just make this game a zombie shooting game, like Zombie U. Make this game Left 4 Dead. Make this game where you just mow down zombies, because the shooting is okay. I mean, the game wouldn't have been amazing like that, but it'd be better than what we have now. You have a Gatling gun, for crying out loud. Use it. They have a Gatling gun in the game, but there's never any zombies there. Or there's 1 zombie. Wow, I killed the zombie in 1 hit. But that's the reason that no one really bought Zombie U. But that's actually not true. So, in 2012, Zombie U was released, and apparently flopped hard. But I disagree. This game is on literally every Wii U section. How could it have flopped if I see it everywhere? Then there has to be so many copies, right? I don't understand it. But this game still gets the shovelware seal of approval. It had good intentions, but awful execution. And now it rots on game store shelves next to Billy the Wizard and Monkey Mischief. Now, thanks for making it to the end of the video. This is a bit longer than most of my videos, and I have been taking breaks and whatever. I've given up on this channel like 20 times now, but I hope this video gets good reception, and I don't know. I really don't care if I get popular, but I like just looking through the videos and saying, oh, look, I made that one. Oh, I remember that one. But thanks for watching and making it to the end, which is very rare. I love looking at analytics, so thanks. And